of this thing right here. And what I want to say about this thing is, this thing that's on the sun, this thing on the sun is literally, it's probing the sun. It has its two probes, one probe stuck in one side of the sun and the other probe stuck in the other side of the sun. That's what I noticed when I got onto my Facebook video and I did a video. It literally comes down in a fork-like form. It has two probes. It comes down with two prongs. It literally gets knocked out. Look at that. It has two of them. It comes down with two probes. It had two probes stuck in the sun, one on one side and one on the other. And that's why that great big filament came and it knocked it down. It knocked it completely down because when I zoomed up on it, you could literally see it like sucking the energy or something out. It literally was like a snake swallowing something on the sun. That's exactly what it did. When it was up there on that sun, when I zoomed up on it, you could literally see its body moving. It's swallowing the energy or something, but it has its probes stuck on there. And when it comes down, look, it came down with two probes. Well, it looked like a serpent to me. When I was looking at that, I thought, you've got to be kidding. But no, they're not kidding. It had two of them on there. And my head is getting really hot. My hair is so wild. I've got to take this off because it's making my ear burn. But yeah, that thing is coming down. That thing is coming down with two things on it. When it gets up there on that sun, if I can get this again. And just look at the video that I did before, this live video, but I wanted to come back on here and tell you, it has two probes stuck in the sun and it is drinking the energy or something. It's sucking it out because it got knocked down by a filament. That's what happened. It really did. Yeah, that's the roof of my house. Yeah, that thing got knocked down by a big filament and it literally had its probes stuck in each side of the sun. I think there was like a ship there or something, and it just made that filament come down and knock it right down. And then the ones we saw on the side next to it, I'm sorry, my hair is really wild. I've been out in my garden all day. But anyhow, those things are literally sucking the energy out. I don't know what they are, but it was a kind of a creepy feeling watching it, and I don't mean to speak disrespectful of any alien life form at all. I do not. But that thing, that is not normal to come down with. It's in the shape of a Y, okay? It's got a great big body, and then its tentacles extend out like a Y, and it's sucking something out of the sun, and it gets knocked off by that big old flare. It just knocks it right off. It's already knocked it down again, but yeah, you've seen the video. There it is. You can see it trying to suck the energy out. I know this is blurry, but you go to the video, go to the iswa.nasa.gov, because when this thing comes down, it comes down in a fork shape, a Y shape. Boom! Yeah, so that's very important to know. It really is. Something is going on with the sun. Something extremely important is going on up there in the skies above. That's what I've got to say, and we need to keep our eyes and ears open because we can feel the change that is occurring up there affecting us here on the earth. That change up there is affecting us on here down on the earth. It really is, and I don't know about it. I really don't. I'm kind of uneasy in my spirit when I looked at that, and it just click. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Oh, well, you're very welcome. I enjoy it too. I tell you what, I really do. I love looking at that ISWA when I get time to relax after a long day and just sit here and just have me time. It's me time. But to see that is like, wow. I ain't seen nothing like that before, except at times when you see those things attached to the side of the sun in the older videos when they let us see it, and a great big old round ball. Okay, but this with the two probes, like tentacles stuck out, and it's swallowing like a snake would. And then the big old filament comes down and knocks it down. I bet there's some kind of sci-fi movie about stuff like that happening to ships up there in space. I'm getting really hot sitting here. I really am. I need a drink of water, and I ain't got no water right here with me. I really do not. Let me see this. Whoo! You heard of beings like that in the Remarkable? Are you serious? So they are a life form, is what they are. Oh, well, you're very welcome, because that is important. because I thought I was going to say that on the YouTube video, but I thought about it right before I ended it. I did. I thought that looks like something, but I didn't say it. And I went ahead and ended the video because I didn't want it to be too long. But when I was on the Facebook and I saw, no, I've got to come back here on the YouTube, and I've got to say that because it's very, very important. It's affecting us here down on the earth too. We're all connected. Everything is connected. All this energy is connected up there and here on the earth. Whoo! Yes. Yeah, it is a joy to be a witness to that because it's strange. It really is strange. Yeah, it is sci-fi too, but it's real. So, wow, how can that be? Yeah. Yes, there you go. We happen to be here at the very end of it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And if you don't go back all the way, when you go to those NASA products, if you don't drop down that drop-down menu to the month, and then you go back 300 frames from a particular date, 300 frames, and then 20 frames per second or whatever it is, you're not going to get all the data. That's how you have to get all the data, is you have to put in those specific numbers. You can't just push the play button because you're only going to get bits and pieces. You've got to further expand that the window. You was just watching your other videos and you saw you live. Oh no, I missed it. That's okay. You can go back and you can watch the video right before this one that I zoomed up on with my cell phone to the sun, the SDO AIA 171 on June the 20th, June 9th of 2020. That's really showing it. I watched it over and over. You can see it fall with its little Y-like probes coming straight out of the sun. I don't know what it was doing, but it was swallowing something. It really is swallowing that energy or something. It's like sucking the life form out of the sun or something. I don't know. It really is like it is. Yeah. Yeah, everything is literally real. I believe it. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, it was warm like. It really was. And you know, you've seen snakes with two heads in those sci-fi movies or something like that. With two heads, it had like two probes. Oh my gosh. It was humongous. Okay, can you imagine how big that was? If we saw something like that on this earth, something of that enormity or whatever you want to call it, that'd be very scary. It would scare me. Oh my gosh, you think the sun refuels them? I don't know, but that what was it called? A filament thing, which literally knocked it off of there, knocked it flat down. And it had other ones on the side of the sun too. They were trying to get some energy out too, but what kind of energy are they? Are they dark energy? Are they dark energy? I don't know. Yeah. Thank you, Jason Tuttle. Yeah. What's happening with the docking station? It came back. It came back. I think it came back on the 7th or 8th. It's like 3 days behind the 9th. It came back a few days later. Excuse me. Leviathan. There we go, Leviathan. Yeah, there is. I heard there's a lot of those type of creatures, and they're under the earth, in the depths of the ocean too. Oh, I don't know about CERN. I don't like their objectives. How about that? I do not agree with their objectives because it's not all for the good of humanity. It is not. Yeah. These things are missed, but that's right. First, I read something like, if you ever watched The Lord of the Rings, it said, history became legend, legend became myth. And for 2,500 years, the ring dropped out of the whatever until another ring bearer, somebody else got it. Yeah, legend, history, legend, and myth. Yeah, I believe that things were real, and they don't want us to believe that. So yeah, if you look at that last video before this, there was two probes stuck in the sun, and you could see it swallowing the energy or something, and it got knocked down by a filament. It fell down like it was humongous. Yeah. Yeah, you have much to say to you regarding these vessels. And the lion, yeah. You have many UFOs you caught on a spacecraft. I'm not giving out my emails anymore because you know why? I had some, a band of individuals, a handful. They literally sent my email addresses out to porn sites, to cancer units, to renowned heart hospitals and stuff. Sent me out, set up appointments for me. They were very, very rude and disrespectful, but they will reap what they sowed here on this earth. I'm not giving out my email, and you may thank them for it. So yeah. Yeah. American Jank. Do you believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus. Yeah. That's okay. I have moved beyond them. You see, I'm still here. I'm still here. I've got 2 more years left, and I intend to continue on my little journey. Yeah. That's all right. That is quite all right. Well, you know, there's a lot of evil taking place in this world. There's a lot of darkness. But yeah, you're just gonna have to weather through the storm, and you can because you got this strength inside of you. You really do. What do I mean? 2 years left. Okay, let me show you right here. Why is my video so? See this bush right here, right here. This area right here is one of my main geopathic. It's where all the lines converge. This is one of the convergent spots, and I stood on this very spot right here when I took my camera with my clip-on lens and took that picture in the eastern sky. When the observatory shut down, I know you all have seen those pictures. They circulated all over the world. I was standing in that spot. Okay, so it was in this spot that a beam of light came down. 3 beings came down in this very spot right there. It was a small tan extraterrestrial. He was shorter than 3 feet. There was an older lady. She was kind of short, kind of chubby. And then there was another lady. She stood right here in this spot, right over here, on my porch. She was slender. She had long brown hair. She was young looking, probably in her 30s. And I was standing right here by my door, right here. And I looked at that woman who was down there with the extraterrestrial, and I looked at that lady right there, and I thought, oh no, I know why she's here, but I was worried about my daughter. I thought, well, how will my daughter react with this lady in her life? Because she was going to be me, I was going to be her. And then this older lady who was right here with the small tan extraterrestrial, she read my thoughts, and she said, it's okay, it's only going to be 4 years. And so I looked at the lady who was standing right there, and then that was the end of that. And then here I am now, so now it's playing out. So that's what I mean. That's the best representation of of what happened. That's how it happened. Yeah, critical thinker. Yeah, it did happen, and here I am. And I don't think I would have got this far. I don't think I would have 90,500 followers on my Facebook, and then here I'm up to 31,000 on the YouTube, and then I guess around 5,000 on the Twitter, which I never wanted to do any of this, but I wouldn't have it had that incident did not occur. That's why I'm taking pictures and stuff. So yeah, I guess I did. She's in some, I'm taking pictures, okay? I'm taking pictures, and I've been thrust out there, right there in the forefront. So yeah. So, or did you switch places? Well, I guess that happened. I heard that you make an agreement, you sign a contract to do a certain thing. This is a theory. You sign a contract, so it says to be at Earth on a certain time at a certain place in history, and then you have to hold to your contract. So something took place that day. That's all I'm going to tell you. Something took place. Okay, that's how it happened, and this is what I'm doing now. I'm taking pictures. I'm talking to you all on the YouTube, and these pictures and videos are being seen all over the world. Okay, it is happening. All right. Yeah. So somebody said this is scary. I'm not scared at all. At all. Yeah, so that's what happened. But yeah, look at it. It's so beautiful outside, but this has been our skies off and on all day long. Just like that, these clouds have rolled in the sky all day long with a tad bit of rain. Yeah. Yeah. Have I seen aliens before? I took pictures of two extraterrestrials. They were small. I think they were like, I don't know, grays with great big heads. They were over there on the side of my yard. I caught them on infrared or inverted images when I took a picture one night. I was walking up to my yard. Yeah. Well, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. But with that, I'm going to get off here. But I would encourage you to go look at that video again that I just did. It was a live video zooming up on the sun with that thing, that black thing with its two probes stuck into the sun, and then a great big filament comes and knocks it down, and you can see the two probes fall right out of the sun when it happened. So thank you all. Amon 144, we can see your comments, so thank you all. Yeah, a contract, a soul contract. Yeah, you're very welcome. So you allowed the woman to enter me. How do you know that that wasn't me all along? Someone said, well, Gina, that could have been you in another period of time, you know, and maybe that older lady could have been you at another period of time. If you ever heard of time travel and stuff, going back in time. Yeah. All right, well, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Yo, you're very welcome.